Rise and shine. It's time to get the day started with the morning show of record for the Homestead community. It is the Farm2Table Direct Show morning edition. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in, especially to my morning crew. Glad to have you all in with us, and I hope your day is off to a great start. The chat got started a little early this morning, and that's good stuff. And good morning to Robbie, Wild Huckleberry. Good morning, Jack, Dyer Family Farm. Good morning, Ed Kirkpatrick. Good morning, Rebecca Touch Bayarn. Good to see you. And awesome news about getting your stuff there, so you can start looking for that car. That's awesome. Yeah, that's everybody so far, and very nice. Anyway, glad to see you all in on this Friday morning. I hope it finds you all doing well. Good morning, Scotty. Glad to see you in. Getting ready to head into a weekend. We've got a nice day outside. It's like 60 degrees already. I went out and fed the dog, and pretty nice out there. But man, we got some wind coming in today. Wind advisories. They said if it ain't bolted down, it's going to be moving. So we'll see. But speaking of weather, let's go over to Jack and Dyer Family Farm and the Redneck Weather Report.
Good morning, rednecks. It is 54 degrees this morning, March the 14th, 2025. We got an 8-mile-an-hour southwest wind making it feel still like 54 degrees. We're going to get to 73, but y'all, it's supposed to be super windy today. God bless y'all. See.
Well, Jack, sounds like you're accurate with the weather down here too. Yeah, yep. Kind of similar weather. Or something like you, Jack. I know you drive some. I'm gonna be out driving in that today, and well, it's gonna be a rough one if that starts blowing like they're saying. But anyway, there's your redneck weather report. Hey, good morning. Let's have a cup of coffee. Good morning, Clyde. Glad to see you in with us, buddy. Well, listening but driving. Be careful out there. We appreciate that. Anyway, today's topic, of course, this is chat rule. Good morning, Joy Bartlett. Today is Chat Rules Friday, where y'all get to kind of determine the topic. But in the meantime, I'm going to talk about Okie Expo Part 2. I kind of had to rush through Saturday's schedule yesterday because I just got got behind on just reading Fridays. There's so much to read and so much to talk about. And yeah, Scotty, absolutely. So I said, y'all better batten down the hatches with the wind. Absolutely. And well, Jack, you drive safe heading up into up into the city. Uh, you know, everybody put Jack and his doctor's appointments and all his stuff in your prayers, along with Scotty and Rebecca and everybody that's got stuff going on with that. And good morning, Troy Sutton. Glad to see you in with us, buddy. Anyway, hope you all are, like I said, doing good. Let's move on in. Let's get uh, uh, morning, Lisa. Glad to see you there. Um Let's see. Let's get on into the reality smackdown right fast and move on through history so we can get on into some conversation. It is time for today's reality smackdown. Chuck Schumer says he will help Republicans pass deeply partisan spending bill to avert the shutdown. So that'll probably squash the Senate, the Democrats over there who wanted to block it. But anyway, we'll see. Trump tells the NATO chief the U.S. needs to annex Greenland. Said it's important for America's security as well as the world's security. Uh, Trump asked the U.S. Supreme Court to intervene in his bid to curb birthright citizenship. Anyway, we'll see what happens there. He ain't been getting a lot of some judges. He's getting good stuff from others, not so much. Anyway, let's see. U.S. approves expansion of Montana coal mines, so that's good. There's going to be more work going on there for them guys. And get a load of this: all the negative news, all the stuff going on in the world, and everybody talking about how bad it is. Two things I've noticed: one, U.S. weekly jobless claim falls amid labor market stability. So. Hey, less people without jobs. That's good. And I don't know if y'all been reading or seeing, but I did happen to notice they're saying egg prices have dropped off sharply. after the announcement of the USDA's plan. Kind of makes you question some things when they do that. Now, Jack, I hope that doesn't affect your sales. I'm hoping that people out there that have found you and found others like you that have eggs stay with you. Don't be bad weather friends or fair weather friends, whatever way you want to say that. But anyway, uh, so there is today's reality smackdown. Now, for this day in history, let's move right on through here. 1794, Eli Whitney patents the cotton gin machine, revolutionizing the cotton industry in southern United States. Oh, yeah, everybody was picking cotton. 1899, German Ferdinand von Zeppelin receives a U.S. patent for a navigable balloon, i.e., hot air balloon, i.e., a lot of bad things to get it figured out, but there we are. Now we have the Goodyear blimp. Uh, And yeah, Jack, I see that a headwind about 65. App only shows around 35. There you go. Well, just get low profile, Jack. Anyway, on that wind, out there where you live, that wind is you don't have quite as many trees to slow the roll. But anyway, 1900 U.S. currency goes on the gold standard after Congress passes the Currency Act. Think we ought to still be on the gold standard, but that's just me. Uh, 1933, the U.S. Civilian Conservation Corps begins tree conservation program. Uh, 19 F, 1950, FBI's 10 Most Wanted Fugitive program begins. Still going today. Uh, anyway, 1964, Dallas, Texas, Jack Ruby sentenced to death for Lee Harvey Oswald's murder. Yeah, that didn't go well. Anyway, 1967, JFK's body moved from a temporary grave to a permanent memorial. Speaking of the two linked. 1973, future U.S. Senator John McCain is released after spending over 5 years in a North Vietnamese POW camp. I'm sorry, I told Jack to get low profile. He said, I can't get low profile, even lay it down. Well, you're working on it, though, right, Jack? You're working on it. I'm the same way, too. Not quite. Oh, my goodness. Cracking me up on a Friday. That's good stuff. Fast forward some time, 1990, Mikhail Gorbachev becomes president of the Soviet Congress. 2006, Mike Wallace retires from U.S. news program 60 Minutes after 37 years. 2013, Xi Jinping named the new president of the People's Republic of China, and now they're saying president for life. I don't know. Anyway, 2008, gotta love this. World Happiness Report. I have to look this up. World Happiness Report names Finland as the world's happiest country and Burundi as the unhappiest. So I guess we know where we don't want to live. And some of us remember this, many of us remember this, 2024, a series of storms struck parts of Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, and Arkansas, with tornadoes leaving at least 40 people injured and 3 people dead. It was a rough storm. I remember that time last year. Anyway, so I guess it is that time. I lost. Okay. Did you say 0.1 pound or 1 pound? I hope it was 1 pound because 0.1 pound. But hey, progress is progress. I know I have struggled. Jack, me and you are not on the same size scale, and I often don't like to complain. But I go back and forth. I'll get on a kick for a while and lose the weight and drop, and then I'll fall off the old wagon, stress eating or whatever, just finally, giving in to something I wanted. And next thing you know, I'm back and gained more weight than I lost. But so that weight gain stuff is no joke. 0.1 pound. Wow. Well, hey, that's progress, right? Uh, I know y'all have been on that, some of the stuff y'all been doing for a couple of months. How much have you lost overall, Jack? So far to this point. Um, But anyway, you can answer that in the chat. You know what? I tell you what. Let's if there's something y'all guys want to talk about, or if Okie Expo is good enough, we'll go into it. I'll start going through, and uh, I'll keep an eye on the old chat and try to if somebody wants to talk about something other than that, we can get going. And so anyway, so we're going to get into that. Yesterday, let me see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Let me go over here and share this screen again with the schedule for Okie. And uh, Jack, I fall off the wagon and get ran over by every wheel. I think it backs up in reverse. And uh, yeah, there we go. I think it backs up and hits me in reverse there, Jack. Be honest with you. But anyway, all right. So uh, let's see. Now I'm going to kind of quick review Friday's schedule for some who may have missed it yesterday. Let's see, Jack says all total he's lost 24ish. Hey, that's a good run. That's more than I've lost in any one run, but that's good stuff right there. You just keep it up, keep going with it. But anyway, Friday, as I said, both days gates open at 7, 8:30 is going to be opening ceremony in the Event Center East. Of course, this is March 21st, 22nd, which, by the way, is next Friday. We're less than a week. I know Ed's getting ready to head out here in a couple of days, and Robbie's going to be heading out midweek, getting up there early and helping set up to those guys with everybody. So awesome stuff. But anyway, of course, Sean and Beth Dougherty, Salzier's Farm, they're going to be there. Leon Sloan, Gardening with Leon. This is all Friday. Michaela Foosh, Dan Threlkeld, Craig Beam Farm, Dwayne Hall, our good buddy Dwayne, going to be talking on Friday. Let's see, Sean Mills, Hack My Homestead, Off Grid Water Systems. I'm looking forward to that one. Anna Hill, Fermenting from Fermenta. She's from the Fermented Homestead. Anyway, and of course, Brandon Sheard, Farmstead Meat Smith with Hog Butchering. They're going to have a speakers panel at 1 o'clock. Let's see, Megan Heights, from Living the Hot Life, Meat Rabbits. Dr. Jones, Herbal First Aid for Man and Beast. Looking forward to getting to talk with Dr. Jones, Homegrown Herbalist School. Lorraine Shiok with Bluff Creek Acres on Canning. Dave Stelzer, Ashford Standard. Nutramill's going to be talking. Carson Ripstein from Redmond Ag going to be talking. I like Carson, good dude. Kimberly Jepson from Moonshine, not Moonshine, Moonshine Ridge, talking about Dexter Farm, talking about Dexter cows. Stuart and Ashley Klaus, they're going to be doing a wild plant thing from Restoration Farms, good people. Urban permaculture, let's see, that's going on. Homesteading now, don't know who they are. Cassie Walker going to be talking chickens. Justin Scott's going to be talking about honey extraction. Zach Bauer, preparing a homestead for collapse. You definitely don't want to miss that one if you can make it. Uh, and then at 4 p.m., Our Story, Sean and Beth Dougherty, Salzier's Farm. And of course, there's a blacksmithing demo and Goat Education Center with Dwayne Hall and Pat Cotton. So you definitely want to make stuff. I see. Yeah, Jack, I have to admit, I've lost several hundred. It's just 2 pounds here, 2 pounds there, but have never failed to gain more. And yeah, Ed, yeah, I gotta get Spud out. Got to get got to take care of that business. That's first thing first. Let's see. All right, and now we're going to move on to Saturday. I breezed through it yesterday, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time there dwelling. Um, but first things first, Saturday in the East class, Sean and Beth Dougherty opening the day again, feeding the farm from the farm. That's going to be an awesome subject. I know they tend to. That's got a thing they do talking about using the stuff, cows, using different things to feed, cut down on the feed bill, beat the feed bill. Dr. Jones will be talking again on Saturday, herbal pain management. I'm interested in that one, man. I got enough pain. Anyway, homegrown herbalist school. But anyway, that's going to be another good class. Of course, a speakers panel followed by a book signing by Joel Salatin. So that'll be good. Everybody will enjoy that. Um, Single brood management. Justin Scott's going to be again with Sweet Stingers, Honey and Apiary. So, and then Joel Salatin will be speaking at 4 p.m. on Friday or Saturday rather, turning a homestead into a full-time gig. Looking forward to that. Look forward to sitting down with Joel again. Chris Boggs from the Boondocks will be speaking at 9 a.m. in the West Side Herbal Medicine Tinctures. That'll be good. Uh, Bill Costanza, Texas A&M, Aggie. But anyway, we're going to be talking about the livestock guardian dogs at 10:30. 1 p.m. Sourdough 101 for those that like sourdough. Dan Snyder, the Homestead CPA, is going to be talking about homestead taxes at 2:30. And NutriMill guys are going to be back with emergency food storage. Now, 9 a.m., first thing in the morning, Joel Salatin and David Schaefer are going to be doing a chicken processing demo over in Show Barn A, and then followed by Megan Height for rabbit processing at 10:30. 1 p. Let's see, yep, 9 a.m. in Show Barn B, which is where we were set up last year, I believe. Sean Mills from Hack My Homestead talking about solar power. 10:30, vermicomposting, Tammy Flynn from Keystone Worms. Uh, 9 a.m., Brandon Sheard's going to have more hog butchering continued, so that'll be good. Let's see, where are we at? Over in be 1 p.m., Dairy Goats, Gabrielle and Esther Smith from Pilgrim Heart Homestead. Mushroom cultivation, Joel Myers, Oklahoma Mushroom. And herding dogs, working cow dogs from Laura Stimatz. Anyway, have it. 1 p.m. Here's another good one that is going to be a good one for people that are interested in learning aquaponics. Bob Ryder from Olive Branch, super smart guy. 2:30 Beef Quality Assurance, OSU Extension Office. 4 p.m. Pigs for Profit, Allie Jones, Spring-Fed Family Farms. Out in the tent, 1 o'clock, so right seeds, so seeds starting. Bridget Nichols at 2:30, the Pharmacy Barn to Table Market, monetizing your homestead. Again, good presentation. And finally at 4 p.m., Sean and Beth Dougherty, Gardening for Resilience, Selfish Arm, and of course, the ongoing demo at the blacksmithing, and then Goat Education Center will be having presentations at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's Dwayne Hall and Pat Cotton as well. Let's see. We'll click off of that. Let's go back over here and hang out with you guys. See what I missed. Uh, let's see. One day to wake up, not counting today for, yeah. Got to get going for that, Robbie. 3 days and wake up. Jack's got y'all counting. 5 days and wake up, not counting today. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see what Robbie said there. A couple of things he would like to sit in on Friday morning, but they're not in the Event Center East, and that's where I'll be both mornings until 1. Yeah, that's the tough thing. And yeah, I think everybody's ready to see. We'll get back on this. Let's see. Injuries, exercise hard for me now to help lose weight. So portion control is his focus. And with diabetes, they have me on Manjaro. They started that Sunday. Was on Ozempic, not good. Robbie, I've had my wife's been on that, and uh, a lot of people respond differently to Ozempic, and it doesn't seem to work well for them. But the Manjaro seems to do better. And my wife's she started out with some Ozempic, but went to Manjaro, and I forget the number we're up to now over the last year, but it's quite a bit. Former boss of hers, hadn't seen her in a long time, came by the other day, asked her where the other half was. So anyway, that's and she wasn't talking about me. So yeah, I'm looking forward. So that's been a progress. So I've seen it. Got a little first, I guess you might say, experience with it here in the house. One of my daughters has done Zempic as well. Worked for a little while, but then I think she's wanting Manjaro. But anyway, it's um, get those A1Cs under control helps with that, and ends up creating weight loss as well. But so yeah, and so yeah, good luck. Keep an eye on that, especially with the diabetes. That's I know that's something that Keith and I were discussing with the idea of talking to Dr. Jones about was things like that, natural things to help with like diabetes. And I know diet and weight loss and stuff are a part of that, but and then also like fatty liver, stuff like that, things that run that are personal to us in one way or another there. But anyway, so yeah, Robbie, you said you was ready to head that way, and I think everybody is. I mean, for us, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yep, 5 days and a wake up. So yeah, next Thursday morning, I'll do a show, and then we'll be loaded up and heading out. Get up and get set up and get moved in. Then back at it Friday and Saturday, and now that'll be we'll be doing the morning edition first thing in the morning. A little bit later time. It won't be at the 6 a.m. I think we're going to try to be over there at 7, and um, 7ish, right around 7 o'clock, going live from to do the morning edition from Okie Expo from there on set. So those that are able, it'll be kind of cool to have you come hang out. Uh, and we're going to set up that way anyway, where there'll be room for people to come hang out and watch the show or watch us and listen as we interview different people and do what we do on the Farm to Table Direct Show in both the morning edition and the after and our regular edition. Uh, yeah, it looks like Jack and Robbie look like y'all gonna be working opposite schedules. But anyway, so it looks like Jack's getting the warmer part of the day. Robbie's gonna be in there the first thing in the morning when it's a little bit cooler, but that's okay. Uh, I know there's quite a bit of those presentations I think would be good. Uh, uh, yeah, excuse me. And say I'll come over and hang out. We still need to figure out what night we're all going to get together. Uh, I personally am for Thursday night. I think me and Keith had both discussed that because uh, Friday and Saturday gets Saturday, of course, tearing down, getting out of there, and um, Friday seems like in years past we have just been worn out. We might go get dinner, or we'll go back to the where we're staying and just regroup. But we definitely, like I said, Thursday night works best. I know for us, but we can kind of all gang up and figure that one out because we definitely need to get together and in person and have some conversation. Uh, but yeah, there's the lineup of speakers, from I guess you call famous people that we know, people that are well known. They got a good lineup this year, added on some extras, and uh, but then but then there's a lot of people that some of us know, some of us don't. Names we've heard, names we haven't. Uh, but that doesn't take away from the value of their presentation. I, that's one of the things that Keith and I love to see is the people that are not, how shall we, uh, not what you call the famous people, I guess you might say, or the names that everybody knows. Uh, that still put on great presentations, still have huge amounts of information. And sometimes, the right person has to see your stuff, or, you get to start out on some of these newer events, like where we've spoke at Rendezvous. We're going to speak at New Beginnings Homestead uh, coming up, and New Beginnings Expo in April. And so it's little speaking opportunities, and sometimes those presentations and those opportunities lead to getting asked to speak at other, household names, Jack. That's right. Um, you know, uh, but everybody had to start there somewhere and build up. And for those who have the desire to present and teach and public speak, that's not everybody's cup of tea, you might say. I have actually. Uh, I've actually heard say there's more people afraid of public speaking than they are of dying, and that's kind of crazy. But and I used to be pretty didn't like public speaking, and now look at me. But anyway, um, but so things can grow and things can change. But yeah, so looking forward to the expo. I think it's going to be a good time. I know they got on the page on Facebook, Okie Homesteading Expo, and then on their website. But I know they got the T-shirt designs out. They're going to have hoodies and T-shirts this year on sale at the office there but in between Event Center East and Event Center West, where they got their little, I guess, what would have been a concession area normally. But anyway, and yes, that's the idea, just like Cheers, the place where everyone knows your name. LOL. That's it. That's what it's like going to a lot of these events. And, me and Keith are always joking, Norm, where everybody walks in. So, I mean, that's kind of what it's becoming, and we enjoy that. And I think all the people that go there, it does kind of get that. that feeling when you've got that circle of friends and people that you go. And and that's what we like about it here too, is the community. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the wrap on Expo. Uh, let's see. Okay, now Jack, are you talking to Robbie with that? I will not be able to hang out with you while you attend to the speakers. I'm assuming that I'm assuming you're talking to Robbie with that, but anyway, we'll see what happens there. I think that'll be probably talking to Robbie, but anyway, yeah, y'all, the volunteers got their emails or should have their emails, and uh, so I'm so going to be calling you Norman now. All right, call me Norm. I guess. All right. Worst things in life. That's funny. Thank you. Yeah, Jack said he's going to be calling me Norman now. All right. Well, I'll call you Cliff, and we'll get along. uh, but anyway, but yeah. Uh, so anyway, we're going to wrap this up. I have got to get out of here as soon as, literally as soon as I click everything off. I've got to change shirt, change hats, and walk out the door. It was a pretty tight schedule this morning, but I really wanted to do it live, being Friday, and 2 days a week Memorex is too many. I really prefer to do it live. But anyway, let's grab our tip of the day for those who might watch later. It doesn't matter how your week started, and boy, y'all know mine didn't start real good. It doesn't matter how your week started. Today is the perfect day to decide how you want it to end. uh, oh, the chat. Y'all guys are killing me over there. Oh, bad Cliff is better than, I was going to say better than being called Cliff. Uh, oh, Robbie is Frazier. Oh, good one, Scotty. Robbie, you got brought in on this one, whether you wanted to or not. Oh man! All right. Who are we going to give coach to? Who's going to be coach, and who's going to be? But yeah, no Carla, no Diane. Oh, the old Cheers crowd. Anyway, there we go. Sorry, had to laugh at that one. Uh, so obviously, upcoming events: Okie Expo, 21st and 22nd of March, Mays County Fairground, Pryor, Oklahoma. That will be next next Thursday, next Friday and Saturday. For a lot of us, it starts earlier, but next Friday and Saturday, tickets still come and show up and get tickets. $50 for that for the 2 day pass. Doesn't matter if you're going one day or both days. And So anyway, I'm super glad we were able to give away a couple of tickets and help some people show up. Arkansas the next weekend, March 29th. Excuse me, folks. Apologize for that. Man, got a tickle in my nose and it was on. I think the cats must be stirring up the air. Anyway, nothing worse than having pets you're allergic to. But anyway. Arkansas Homesteading Conference, March 29th, Cleveland County Fairgrounds, Rising, Arkansas. And boy, I apologize. Good grief, guys. Uh, uh, oh my, thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, Jack, think I fit Norman's physique better than you. Maybe. Uh, and some people would have called me Cliff because I always had something to say or always knew something. Useless knowledge. Uh, anyway. Anyway, New Beginnings Homestead Expo, April 12th, New Beginnings Church, Nowata, Oklahoma. And we're going to be speaking there along with Dwayne Hall and Stuart and Ashley Klaus and several others. It's going to be a good weekend. It's a 1 day event. Looking forward to that. The Shindig Ozark Living Expo, April 25th, 26th, Newton County Fair and Rodeo, Jasper, Arkansas. The Homestead Conference, April 25th through 26th, Waco, Texas. The lineup of speakers on that, if you're down in the Central Texas area, look that up. The Homestead Conference. Look it up. Tickets are kind of pricey, but man, the lineup that you get down there is insane. So if you're in that area and you're not going anywhere else, check that out. Homesteading and Outdoor Expo, April 26th, Port St. Lucie, Florida. So that's a new one coming up there. And of course, 10 Killer YouTube meetup, April 25th and 27th, Lake 10 Killer, Oklahoma, Cherokee Landing State Park, Creek Shelter, RSVP to 10 Killer YT meetup at gmail.com. And I'm going to stop reading for there because, again, there's a big long list, and we're going to kind of cut it short because I am on my time where I've got to get out of here. Uh, uh, Oh, okay. Bless you, bless you, bless you again. Yes, thank you, guys. I appreciate it, man. When I get the allergy sneezes, it's bad. Uh, Jack, it's a swap then. I'll be Norman, you be Cliff. Okay, that'll work. Anyway, we'll pull up a cup of coffee and we'll have a conversation about it. We'll let Clyde. We'll have to, yeah, we got a thing going now. We're in trouble. Anyway, so that is a wrap for today. I've got to get out of here. It's a wrap for today on the Farm to Table Direct Show Morning Edition. Thanks for joining us as we explore headlines, stories, and more. Laugh and have a good time. Talk about things coming up. Enjoying our day together. But we do things that impact our world today and beyond. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, give it the old thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble. It's the best way to stay connected, help grow the conversation about food, farming, and community. Uh, and until next time, keep your roots deep and your vision growing. Good food starts with great people just like you. Remember, we are #stronger together. And Scotty was quick up on that, like he always is. Anyway, yes, and Jack said, Coach Clyde. I'm with you. I think that works. He can be coach. I bet he's got some good coach stories. Notice nobody wanted to be. The bartenders. Other than coach. Nobody wanted to be the other guys. But anyway, so yeah, #strong together. Be a blessing to someone today. You know, I'm glad we got the day off to a good start with some humor, some good news for some, and just a good time laughing and talking and enjoying each other's morning. Like I said, I've got to get out of here and go straight to work. But anyway, be a blessing to someone today. We will see you all on the other side. Y'all have a great and wonderful weekend. Look forward to seeing you all Monday, right back here, 6 a.m. I don't have the schedule yet, but I am hopeful, optimistic that we will be completely live, not Memorex. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Be safe out there in this windy weather. To have those of us that have it, and like I said, get out, get some sunshine, enjoy the spring weather, and you all have a blessed day. We're going to send it over to Hank to take us on out of here.
No humans were harmed in the production of this podcast.